Hi guys, welcome back to another weekly vlog. It is Tuesday the 10th of September today. September. I am just back from work and I am sat on the floor and I haven't even got changed yet, but I'm just sat on the floor having a coffee and looking through a kind of brainstorm that I did in my diary about long-term, mid-term, medium-term, long-term, medium-term, short-term goals for Leaf Lane Studio, trying to work out what I'm going to do in terms of breaking those down into kind of monthly / weekly achievable little chunks of work. I think where I struggle with my planning is that I have the things I need working on weekly, such as social media, then I have client projects, and then I have things like I need to do my SEO, and I'm just trying to work out how to structure this into some kind of plan because I need to get on with it. And every week I'm like, oh, I'm so tired, next week I'll work it out. And now we're 2 years into the business and I still haven't done my SEO, which is laughable. So that's what I'm doing right now. Let me show you some of the stuff I've got in my notebook. I think it might be interesting to share it, and if you guys have got any ideas / nuggets of wisdom, you can let me know in the comments. So this is what I've got going on down here. All of the notebooks, to-do lists and coffee situations. So please excuse the writing and all of that jazz. I mean, this is kind of a personal thing to share, I guess, in terms of my business, but I've got, these could be in the wrong places, so don't judge me. I wrote these at about midnight the other night. So long-term goals, I've got, this is something, again, I haven't put a date on these yet, so it's long-term, but I need to decide the time scale. So I need to release 2 new wedding collections. I've got one of them called Bay, which is up there. That's the printouts of Bay. So Bay is coming along quite nicely. And then I want to do a more simple, kind of very, very straightforward, elegant one, which I have in mind. I've got loads of other ideas as well. So long term, I will need to just consistently release stationery. So I need to kind of work out a plan of how I'm doing this. And then I also would like to do a print your own option on all of the ranges that I already have, so that people could just pay for the digital files. So I need to sort that out. Rebrand from Lucy with Love blog, that's something that I really want to do, but I don't want to get too sucked into that because I always end up doing things that I don't necessarily need to do right away, and that's the sort of thing that I will get stuck into and ignore all my Leaf Lane Studio stuff. So that's there, but it's not a massive priority right now. Design write your own ranges, so yeah, that's another thing to do, and larger prints, more expensive prints. And then I don't know why that I decided that these ones were medium kind of time goals, but release an autumnal palette, notepad, cards and planner. I'm looking at doing that right now for in the next month or so. Text cards, so greeting cards basically just with brush lettering on in various funky colours and patterns. Tidy up my website, branding that I'm working on for Peter, design new email opt-ins and update old ones, wedding cards, so thank you for being my bridesmaid, etc., and wall planners. And then I've got some other random stuff up here. So short term, I see short term I put SEO, but really is it more of a medium term or longer term thing, because it needs a lot of work? I don't know, this is what I mean. Regular social media presence, because I'm just not doing that well enough. Obviously couldn't decide how you spell presence. There you go. Instagram stories, weekly vlogs, content plans, and newsletters. They're all things I need to do all the time. So it is just a case of deciding where everything kind of goes, and I don't want to get too wrapped up in whether something is a long-term, medium-term or short-term goal, because I can spend so long thinking about stuff like that I don't do anything at all. So I just, if any of you guys have got, like, God, I feel like a bit of an idiot for asking this, but I obviously know what a long-term goal is, but how do you set up timings for these things? Like, I need to bring out new wedding collections all the time, so it's going to be an evolving goal, it's going to be a consistent goal. I guess I need to work on my timescales, and like, I want to bring out that Bay range, give myself X amount of time and bring that out, and then set another time. God, do you know what I mean? I haven't ever really worked with setting the whole kind of time scale thing for goals before. I don't know if I'm making any sense. probably should stop talking about that now. So that's that. I'm gonna get changed, finish my coffee. I'm really warm in here. I'm drinking a coffee, the window's shut, the sun's coming in. Yesterday was like Armageddon around these parts, and cold, and today we actually put the heating on yesterday. Today it's like summer's day again. Very confusing. Hello guys, since the last clip you've just seen, which seems like forever ago now, today is Friday the 13th, I was waffling on in the previous clip about how I didn't understand my long-term goals, I didn't know how to break it down. Oh my god, look at my old state. I have since read a lot more on planning and goals and things, and I felt really silly for just not knowing how to plan it out, but this is why I needed to get myself together. I never really organised goals in the right, well, not in the right way for business, you know. So since the last clip, I just wanted to hop on right here because I have recorded a lot of staggered clips with no audio whatsoever because I've been really busy since I learned how the hell to manage something and plan something. So what I did a few nights ago was sit down with a bit of paper and I just wrote out all of the things I want to do for Leaf Lane Studio and a little bit from Lucy with Love, but mostly the business, and listed out things like releasing stationery and new wedding collections and keeping on top of my Pinterest and my social in general and all the other things. There's so many things. We have to wear so many goddamn hats as small business owners. It's unreal and it's really overwhelming. So I sat down and I worked that out, and I also looked in my new planner, which is just behind me here, about what is a long-term, mid-term and short-term. So you guys probably know this, but for me I was just getting really confused because you would have seen by the previous clip that I put in releasing my new Bay wedding collection under long-term. I've now got it under short-term or mid-term, can't remember. Hang on, let me just have a look. What I learned was a long-term goal is basically a year and above. Sorry, I can't multitask, I'm trying to get to the pages. This planner is so good, by the way. Once again, it's not an ad, they haven't paid me to say this, I just absolutely love it. So yeah, a long-term goal is a year plus, a mid-term goal is 6 to 12 months, and a short-term goal is, oops, is over the other page, is like 1 to 6 months, I guess. I think so, I didn't write it down. So I've now got myself completely organised, and this planner has forced me to basically decide what the goal is, why I want to be setting it, when I want to be achieving it, and how I'm going to get to it. And I sat down and I just spent a good couple of hours doing this, and I swear to God it's made such a difference. And the other thing I've done as well is I listened to a couple of planning videos and goal setting videos, went back on a couple of a bunch of Holly Bray's videos from Blog It Boss It Radio, and I've now found something that appears to be working for me. It's early days, but it's working for me, and not only is it working for me, but it's really inspiring me and it's motivating me. So really quickly, I do have a blog post coming out on Leaf Lane Studio actually talking about this, so I don't want to bore you, but I'm using, oh god, I'm really bad at this camera today, I'm so tired, I'm just not really with it at all. I am using 3 things to plan and to organise myself. The first thing is a digital camera. I'm using a digital camera right now. I'm using a online calendar. I asked on Instagram for your recommendations, but I ended up just using the one that comes with my my domain name email that I've got. Has got a calendar on the email, so I use that because it syncs to my phone. I don't need it to be doing anything snazzy, but what I'm doing, which is something that Holly talks about all the time, is blocking on a calendar. So I'm starting with all my fundamentals for the day, so appointments, workout, breaks, obviously my part-time job, anything like that I'm putting into my calendar, and then I'm working around blocks of time to batch work. So for example, I've just done 2 hours of blog post writing for Leaflet Studio yesterday. I batched it into client work, blog posts, social media, planning and all of that kind of stuff. And I'm still finding my feet. I still haven't quite got it right yet, but that's working. And what happens is, you guys are going to think I'm like beyond, like way back in Tudor times or something, like I've never known that this was a thing, but it's a new thing for me, so humour me please. My calendar sends me alerts to my phone, which puts up a little bell to tell me that I've got 15 minutes left working on what I'm working on, so I know that I'm almost there. It works for me. I did more work yesterday in 4 hours. I worked for longer than 4 hours, but the first 4 hours of my day, I did more work in those 4 hours than I usually do in 4 days. It's absolutely insane. So I'm doing the camera, I keep calling it a bloody camera, the calendar. The other thing I'm still using is Trello. Trello is just somewhere that I've got the app on my phone, it talks to my computer, I can just list out things that I want to do, I can kind of like brainstorm things, and it's all in one place, and those two things talk to each other, and it's great. The other thing is my goal setter diary, which I mentioned just now, and also my last vlog. It's so good, it's working insanely well for me. I might actually do a little video on this to embed into the blog post that I'm going to put up, because although this planner might not be for everybody, it's good if you like simple things that's actually going to work for you with no... I like complicated planners, but the problem is for me is I get completely lost in them, because I like I like a process, so I'll spend hours on processes that I don't actually do anything with. I spend hours on the planning but don't actually do the end thing of whatever the planning was for, because I'm so exhausted from the planning, because I like the planning so much. Do I sound like I'm losing my marbles? Because I certainly feel like I am. Anyway, so that's the end of planning talk. On Sunday when I got home from work, Joe and I decided to go to the old village that we used to live in, Penrith, and have a little walk on the beach, and I took a bit of footage of that, so I'm going to insert that now. It was really difficult for me, for both of us really, but for me to go back there, because that village to me is home. It's the first place we came to in Cornwall to live. It feels like home, it's so peaceful. As some of you may know, we're really not happy where we're living right now. Gizmo's now an indoor cat, she's not happy either. We're looking for somewhere else. We've seen a few places we're sort of interested in, but it's trying to get the timing right with renting and contracts and all that kind of stuff. But it was nice to go back to Pony Snow, just see the beach again, and we were so fortunate living in that cottage there. The waves, we could hear them from our bedroom window, laying in bed in the night and just hear the waves. We were very spoiled, and so it's bittersweet going back. It's a happy thing to walk the coast path there again and see the wonderful views and the sea and the beach and stuff, but it's just sad because we love it there and we didn't want to leave. So it was nice to go there still, and nice to kind of just have a wander about, but yeah, it was difficult, it was really difficult, but yeah, I'll leave you looking at some images of that, and I'll see you on the other side. The other thing I've been working on in the studio is on top of my new Bay range, which I'll try and pop a couple of pictures on the screen for you guys now. That's coming out before Christmas, hopefully within the next 4 to 8 weeks, maybe 4 to 6 weeks really. I'm working on an autumnal palette collection of general stationery, notepads, maybe a little tear-off planner sheet, and some cards and things. I want to release that before Christmas. I've really got to get cracking on that. There's just been so many different things going on that I've kind of lost my way a bit, but this whole planning thing has helped me to get back on track. I've also redesigned or tweaked my free download of the wedding checklist that I released several years ago now, 3 years ago, 2 years ago. That was another thing that was helped by this whole new planning thing that I'm doing, because I'd put it off tweaking this thing because I thought it was going to be a mammoth task. It took me 45 minutes and I'm really happy with it. What I wanted to do with that is to make it more inclusive. I've tweaked it now to replace it with images that have no longer just got a bride and groom and cover any kind of partnership, which I'm really happy about. So yeah, I've been working on the wedding checklist. I have been really getting into my morning journaling, my morning pages, and trying to keep Gizmo happy, who's just driving us all nuts at the moment because she's just trilling left, right and centre. She, on a sunny day, she wants to go out. I don't blame her. On a foggy day, which we get a lot of here where we live, she's not so bad. So that's that. I feel very mindful of the fact that I literally just sit in the studio and talk at you guys for most of my vlogs right now, but that's just how it goes because I don't get a lot of time to do anything else. I want to do a video or maybe some other videos to do with Leaf Lane Studio, and I am gonna leave them on this channel, but I think what I'll do is I'll just title them Leaf Lane Studio Mulberry Wedding Collection, so that you know if you're here for more kind of like chatty vlogs and not looking to buy stationery for your wedding, that you know to just skip that one. So I hope that's okay. The other thing I wanted was any suggestions in the comments down below from you guys, the videos that you might like to see from me, because I used to do a lot more beauty based videos. These days, because I don't buy a lot of products, I don't tend to do those sorts of videos anymore, although I do have some products that I'm really enjoying right now, so maybe I can do them every now and again, but I don't want to put them into these videos. So let me know if that's something you're interested in or other things you might want to hear from me about. So just put your suggestions in the comments. Yeah, I'm really keen to do some videos on body image. It's a very difficult one for me because body image is something I've struggled with since the age of, well, since I can remember really, but it's more conscious for me since the age of 14, and I go through stages of being okay with it and stages of really not being okay with it. Right now I'm in a not okay with it stage, but I want to talk about it because it's something that's such a huge part of my life, but it doesn't really fit into these videos, so I may do a separate video on that. So if you have any questions about anything body image related in terms of body positivity, hormones, struggling with weight from a mental health point of view, let me know. If not, I'll just freestyle. On that very subject, I haven't worn any of my jeans for a little while because I've been so terrified that they're not going to fit me that I won't even try them on, because the effect with my mental health, sorry to bum you guys out, but with my mental health, anything to do with diet, weight, gaining body fat, losing body fat, anything at all makes me very anxious, very, you alright Gizwiz? Sneezing away. Very anxious, very on edge, and can make my mental health take a downward turn very, very fast. And so it was like I went a couple of weeks without wearing my jeans, and then I thought, oh, you know, I felt a bit bloated or whatever, oh, I won't put my jeans on because they'll be tight. And then like we're a year down the line and I have all these amazing, I don't have a lot of jeans, but I have several pairs of different jeans that I've accumulated over time and that I've loved for so long. Like my Topshop Awesome jeans, they are so cool, I love them so much. So consequently, the short story is I haven't worn my jeans. There's so many of my clothes I haven't worn because I'm scared to try them, because if I try them and the effect and I can't fit them on me and I don't look right in them or I don't feel comfortable in them, it's how that affects me is huge. But because this subject is such a massive subject for me, I'm about to go and try on my jeans now. I'm scared. I mean, every woman feels funny about trying on clothes. They worry they're not going to fit anymore. I'm scared because I don't know how I'm going to feel afterwards. It's a really scary thing, but I need to do it. I was putting jeans in, I was looking on H&M's website and I was putting jeans in the shopping basket on there that are the same size as the ones that I'm about to try on, and I'm thinking, why is it okay that I buy another pair of size 14 jeans when I can actually just go and try the ones on that I've got in the cupboard and they'll probably fit me? I've got ones that were tight on me before, and I know that if they're tight on me now I'm going to freak out, but I need to remember that they were tight on me before. Anyway guys, this is a studio vlog. I just thought I'd mention it because it's real life, so I'm going to do that in a minute while Joe's out, and then I'm going to have a shower, try and literally wash the day off me. It's crazy how I will feel so much better if these jeans fit me. It's crazy. I was listening to a podcast the other day about where a woman was being interviewed about body image, and she had had a lot of eating disorders, and she said, now on the other side of it all, she's a coach and she's a lot more positive, but she was saying the way I look is the least interesting thing about me, and that for me was like an epiphany. And I want to get to that mindset where I think the way I look is the least interesting thing about me, because I am a business owner, I am an artist, I'm caring, I'm kind, I love animals, I would do anything for anybody, I think I'm funny. I think I'm really bloody funny, but I think most people would disagree. So all of these things come ahead of my appearance, and I don't want to bloody worry about things as much as I worry about them now. I'm getting into that stage again where I'm getting scared of what everybody thinks about me just because I've put on a couple of pounds, and let's face it, that's all it is, it's a couple of pounds, but it changes my whole outlook to life, and that is something I need to end, and I'm working on that really, really hard. Am I in focus? No, I'm not. Right, I'm just going to check on the bear, and then I'm going to do the jeans thing. Hello? You good? Are you good? Oh, thank you. Want some dinner? Mummy's got you some dinner. You want some din-dins? You want some din-dins? Oh, you're so beautiful, Bear. You're so beautiful. Right then, you're going to help Mummy try her jeans on. Do you think it's going to go okay? Hmm? Do you think Mummy's going to look okay in her jeans? Yes? Answer me. I need your help right now. This is you and me, kid. Okay, thank you for that. Appreciate it. Appreciate your support. Good. Hi guys, very quick update. After worrying about everything and not wearing my clothes for over a year, all my jeans fit, which is insane. The only slight difference in some of them is that my arse is bigger, but I've been trying to grow glutes for the past 3 years in the gym, and I've definitely changed the shape of my arse. So I'm happy about that. That's fine. It is crazy that things are determined by a number on a piece of fabric, but I am happy that they fit me. There's no kind of like breathing in to get into them. I don't have to revamp my entire wardrobe. I can stop putting the same size jeans in my basket because I know they'll fit me, and being scared to try on the ones I've got in my own cupboard. Yeah, so there you go. I'm an idiot, but it's just a massive pain point for me, and it's huge for my mental health. So I'm now going to have a shower. I feel I've worn myself out with anxiety. I literally am filled with anxiety just in trying on those clothes, and it was fine. So there you go. I'm gonna go shower now. Guys, I'm going to end this week's vlog here. I hope you guys have had a lovely week or day, or depending on when you're watching this. Please like and subscribe if you enjoy these videos, and let me know in the comments what other things you want to see. I promise it will be getting more interesting. The problem is at the moment is I'm doing some bespoke work, so I can't really show it, and I'm going to try in the next vlog to show you some of the stuff that I'm doing on the iPad for the new general stationery collection that I'm bringing out. I'm going to try and show you more process when I get to doing that. So just bear with me, but thank you ever so much for watching, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.